Morning, everyone. It's Alison Sullivan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia in Canada. Welcome to those of you who are joining me for the first time. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy you found me. And for my friends that join me on my regular lives, welcome back. Perhaps you're watching on a replay too. And if you are, leave a comment and I will see it and respond if you have any questions. So the first thing I want to do is I can see I'm live on YouTube, so that's great. I just want to make sure that I've got sound. So let's see. Yeah, excellent. I've got sound and I've got audio, and now I just have to wait for you guys to pop on. So I will do that. What can I tell you while I'm waiting for you to pop on? We're going to make a super cute card today with a brand new set of products, brand new suite of products from the January to April 2024 mini catalog. The suite is called Be Mine. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's a fun fold card. Good morning, Facebook user. Not sure who that is. Usually I can see who the Facebook users are on here. So just put your name. It might be Jacqueline. Is it Jacqueline that's joining me this morning on Facebook? Probably over on my Border Buddy group. Not sure. Okay. Good morning, though, to you, whoever you may be. Just type in the comments your name. And you can also give permission for me to see your name. Because you're in a group, Facebook wants to get permission. So anyway, let's just see who else is going to join us. Usually we have a few people on by now. Maybe it's just me and the Facebook user. That's okay, because you can watch on replay. It's a very busy time of year, isn't it? All right. We'll get started in just a minute. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I will see them. Okay. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody's talking. Okay. Well, let's just start. Now, I wanted to show you this before we got started this morning. This is a glass mat studio, Stampin' Glass Mat Studio. It's fantastic. Look at this. I did a video on it. So if you look in my Facebook page or on the group that you're in watching this or on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the features of this. But isn't it fantastic? Look at it. Look at this. I'm going to bring it up. It's huge. It's 17 by 14 inches. And it's glass, and it's tempered glass, so you can stamp on it. You can put your color mediums on it. You can, I said heat. You can heat emboss because it's heat resistant. Love it. How are you going to get one of these? Well, as a demonstrator, I was allowed to order one in what we call a pre-order during December. So before the next catalog comes out, we get opportunity to order things before customers. And we were given the opportunity to order this. After January 4th, though, it's going to be available not to demonstrators or to customers, but to new members that join Stampin' Up! During Celebration, which is January 4th to February 29th. So it's fantastic. So you get the glass plate, and you get a silicone mat. So this is, actually, you can put it anywhere on the mat, and when you press down, it won't come off. I love it. You can just set it to the side. You can put it wherever you want. This area here is great for cleaning stamps. It's also large enough that you can put a full-size pad here, and it won't slip around, which is really great. You can use these little wells to put some re-inker or paint or whatever you want to use and pick up with your water painters or your blending brushes. Really cool. These little compartments, as I said, you can use them for the ink, but check this out. They're actually the exact size you need to put a Stampin' Spot in. And what's really cool is once it's in there, it won't come out. Oh, it came out. See, I'm not good enough at it. It's not going to come out. If I put it in right, it's not going to come out, you guys. There we go. Okay. Whew. Now, so you get those two things. And then on top of that, you're going to get a chamois or a cleaning cloth. You can see I've already used this. What you do is it's thinner than the chamois that we have. I really like it. It's bigger. It's really nice. You just rinse it under the tap, so water, wring it out, and then you've got a damp cloth for doing all your cleaning. And of course, you can clean your glass mat from any of the ink that you might have gotten on here, or glue, or anything like that. So it's really great. And then when you're finished using it for the day, you just leave it to dry. And when it dries, don't be alarmed. It'll turn hard. You know, like the Swedish washcloths that you can get for washing dishes. So you use them and they're soft, and then you let them dry and they just harden up. It's just how they work, and it's perfectly normal. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to see if anybody else has joined us. Hi, Keisha. Good morning. Just you and me and a Facebook user who I'm not sure who that is. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and just move my little pick. So now I just moved you guys to a different monitor. You don't know it. You didn't feel it. You didn't feel being moved, did you? Okay, so we're going to be making a project from the Mini Catalog. We're going to be using a suite called Be Mine. This catalog is, the products are available from January 4th until April what? 30th. Okay, so quite a ways. Great. And it's just full of great product. Look at that beautiful ice cream on the front. Unfortunately, I can't show you the inside. Oops, can't show you that. But if you're a customer of mine, you will get one in the mail, probably in the next week or so. Okay. If you're new to Stampin' Up, you might not know about our celebration promotion. It's every January and February. And what's really great is there's special rewards for customers who shop. For every $60 you spend in purchasing any Stampin' Up product, not just from the Mini. For every $60, you're going to earn a free reward. And this little brochure has tons of, there's stamp sets, there's designer series paper, there's ribbon, there's embellishment for you to pick. So lots of things for you to pick from for free. And they're exclusive to Celebration, so you can only earn them free. You can join Stampin' Up, and I've already showed you the fantastic. You can choose this as a free gift. Its value is $82 with all the little elements that go with it. Or you can add choose option B, which is to add $41 to your starter kit. So you can get $201 in merchandise and only pay $135. So, hi, Ellie. Okay, so let's get started. But before I do, I've got Keisha on this call. And, you know, I'm not sure. I do not underestimate the power of a card. I love receiving cards, as I'm sure you do. I'm just going to move that light for a sec. And I'm just going to move this. You can see it across there, but I don't think there's much I can do with having a glass plate. But anyway, hopefully that won't bother people too much. Anyway, so I'm starting to get Christmas cards, which is really awesome. Check this one out. I got this card on Friday, or a few days ago maybe, from one of my regular watchers, Keisha, who's always on a call. She's so great about hopping on here. She lives on the island of Vancouver Island. So I've never met Keisha. I don't think. Have we ever met Keisha? I don't think so. Anyway, look at this fantastic card Keisha sent me. Look at all the details in this. I mean, my goodness, it's absolutely exquisite. Look at the fire and the logs with the fire and anyway, it's absolutely stunning. And all the coloring. Thank you so much, Keisha. I absolutely gasped when I opened that card. Thank you so, so much. Okay. You like these embellishments? Oh yeah, from the Be Mine. So okay, let's start creating, right? Let's get to it. So we've got the Be My Valentine stamp set, and it's got the coordinating punch. So it punches out the bee and it punches out the wings or the heart. These can be a heart or wings. And it also punches out little hearts, which is really cute. So that comes as a bundle, Be My Valentine bundle. Okay. Also included in this suite, and I want to get the names right, so I'm going to cheat and open my catalog. Here we are. It's got these adorable embellishments. These are called adhesive backed hearts and flowers. And these are the ones that Keisha likes. Aren't they cute? I love the colors. They're so sweet. It also has a ribbon. This is Sweet Sorbet. It's 1/4 inch. I love it though. It's really, really soft. And it's got a little border of white around it. Really, really sweet. So 10 yards of that. That's in the suite. And then there's also designer series paper. And it's always 12. Well, it's not always. This one is 12 by 12. And you can see the different patterns. Okay, some of these are cut down, but they started off as 12 by 12 sheets. And of course they're double-sided. Our stuff is always double-sided unless it's a specialty paper like a foil or something. But look at all these fabulous patterns. Okay, and you get 2 sheets of each, so you get 12 sheets. Okay, all right. Should we get started on our project today? I'm going to actually lower this down, and I think I'm going to move my mat only because I've got that bit of a glare, and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully that's lowered enough. All right, so I'm going to start with my card base. My card base is going to be just our regular 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4.25. This is Daffodil Delight. It's a bit bright, isn't it? But it is only daffodil. Who have we got? Hi, Mo. How are you? Okay, so the first thing I want to do, you guys, is I want to cut the front of my card. So I want to cut it diagonally like this, and I'm going to cut this side off. So I'm going to line up the crease at the top in my little channel, and my point of my card at the bottom. So hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? Okay. And that's going to give me a diagonal cut. Okay. I'm going to save this for another project. So now I've got this kind of funny looking piece that's like this. Okay. Next up, I need some designer series paper. I love this one. Isn't it sweet? With all the little honey pots. I love it. I'm going to cut this because I want it to fit on the front of my card. So this is cut to 4 by 5.25. So it's 1/4 inch smaller, right? Like that. But I need just the same triangle. So I'm going to line up the top point and the bottom point in my channel. And then I'm going to cut. I'm going to save that for another project. Okay, so then I've got this. Okay, all right. And then I've got a second piece of designer series paper. I like this one. I like this little checked one. It's really sweet. We can go ahead and glue that into our project. Good morning, Diane. How are you? Nice to see you. It's hard to pick up the side of this paper. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, and then we want to glue this to our triangular front bit. Okay, let's line that up. So it's only going to be slightly smaller, which is perfect. We're going to see a little bit of that daffodil. It's exactly what we want. All right, so that's our base of our card. We good? Okay. Now I want to stamp some images that I'm going to punch out. Okay, so let me grab some white. I've got these 2 pieces, but I actually need another piece. So I'm going to just reach across here and grab a piece of white. I'm just cutting a little scrap here. I don't know, 3 by 3, something like that. Okay, now I have made a card, of course, made several cards using this punch. And can you see, this is how the punch cuts out the images. Okay, so me turn this over. So that's the way it cuts it out. And I have a little trick. If you've got this and you want to stamp your bee, and then the heart or the wings, and then the little heart, and you want to stamp them so they line up with your punch, you can create a little template here. And you can just put it down on your paper. And then you're going to take the actual stamps. Here they are. And I'll just do it. And I hope I've got it lined up correctly. Okay, then I just lay them down inside of those images, if that makes sense, inside the, sort of like a stencil, right? So this is the wings and this is the decorations on the bee butt. Does that make sense? But I have to, because my eyesight's so bad, it took me a bit of time. It won't take you as long. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. So I have actually placed these in so the sticky part is up, the part that you want to go on your block. And I'm going to just hope that I've got those right. We'll see. Okay, next up, I want to stamp the actual colors. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the body of the bee, and this is the, I don't know, the stripes on the bee, and this is the inside of the wings, and this is the outside of the wings. Okay, so what I want to stamp right now is the insides. So I did the exact same thing. I laid this down and I lined these up. Okay, so that way hopefully it'll be good. Now for coloring, I want this one to be pool party and the body of the bee to be daffodil. So you can use your large or the regular size ink pads to do that. You just have to be careful. Here's what you do. You open it up and you just very carefully make sure you don't get any blue on that. Okay. But another way you can do it is if you are a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, you will have quite a few of these Stampin' Spots. And I did. So that's the pool party. Funny enough, I did not have a daffodil, but that's okay because we actually sell uninked little pads. So I inked my own with the daffodil. So just put that on. Make sure I've got that nice and covered. There we go. And then we can go ahead and stamp that. Now, I want to overstamp my details, right? But hopefully I've got that on right. But this will be wet ink. So it's best to either heat set it, because I'm going to be embossing, sorry. It's best to either heat set it or use your embossing buddy. That'll work too. That'll take off or dry some of your ink and take off any of the spots that you don't want your oils of your finger or the ink, because you only want that embossing powder to stick where you want it to stick, right? Good afternoon. Oh, nice to see you, Alex. I can't, my eyesight. Alexina, welcome, welcome. Okay. So I'm not sure how dry that is, so I'm going to leave it for a sec. Okay. Next up, I've got 2 pieces of basic white. These are cut to 3 by 4. And then I've got a piece of sweet sorbet, 8.5 by 3 1/4, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay. And this is going to be put on the front as a little decoration. It's like a little mini card. And then this is going to be on the inside. Okay. So for my inside, I've also got a piece of designer series paper, and it is cut to 3, and I think it's 1/2 inch. Just want to put it along the bottom there to give it a little bit of decoration. Okay. I better check my card and make sure. Yeah, that's good. But what else did I do? Nothing else. Okay, let's stick this down. All right. Stick that inside. Just like that. Okay, so I've got a little mini card here. All right. Next up, let's decorate the front, because this is going to be the front decoration. So I've got sweet sorbet, and I've just selected one of the sentiments, and I think I set the one, I did this one, You Make My Heart Buzz. Okay, but some of them are so cute. You'll always be the one for me. So cute. Okay. So I'm going to ink that up, and I just want to put that in that lower corner. You always make my heart buzz. Don't you love sweet sorbet? It's a really nice red. I know we all sometimes gravitate to real red, but actually sweet sorbet is a really pretty compromise if you don't want something really, in your face kind of, right? Okay. All right. Now, this hopefully will be dry enough. I'm not sure if it will be, but if not, I've made one ahead of time. So I can use it because I know this will be dry. Okay. So I'm just going to rub this across. This is the embossing buddy. I'm going to need my Versamark, and I'm going to need black embossing powder. You can use just black ink, your Memento ink, but I really like how vibrant it is with the black embossing powder. Okay. And so hopefully I haven't messed this up. And when I was showing you, I pulled it off, right? And I think I've got it matched up again. With my eyesight, it sometimes takes me a while to line things up. It won't take you long to use that little trick. Okay, so I've got inked it up with Versamark, and I'm going to over stamp it on these images. And then I'm also going to grab one of the little stamps I'll show you in a sec. That's a little face. There's 3 faces to choose from, I think, for your bee. Okay, let's add our embossing powder. Look at that. Even though I did that earlier today, it's still wanting to give me a lot of what's the word? Too much. Yeah, that'll be okay though. We'll just live with that. If it really bothers you, you can grab the little brush that comes in the embossing kit and just brush away some of that excess. This is the thing about black embossing powder. It's so effective. Where's my little bee? You can give it a little flick. That works too. Okay. And then I'm going to actually do the second one at the same time. So I can use it for another card, but I also want 2 wings for my bee. So again, I'm just going to line that up. She says with hope. Yeah, that looks about right. And then my little face. Okay. And then again, hopefully this is lined up. We're going to, oh, that looks good. That one's a good bee. Okay. To be or not to be, eh? I'm just going to put a little bit more on those wings. There we go. Oh, I think it's going to work out beautifully. Put all of that back in. Boy, this is like coal dust, isn't it? This black. It's just like, oh my goodness. I'm going to grab what else I'm going to need for my project. Okay. Here we go. Here we are. And I think I want to use my tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. Grab my heat tool. How's everybody doing? Everyone's quiet. Okay, remember, it takes not a minute, but it takes some time for your heat tool to heat up. So if you want to just start it off your project, let it get warm. And when you have that glass mat that I showed you earlier on your work surface, you can point it right down at that glass, and it's perfect. It's tempered glass, so it's not going to break. Like fireplace glass, right? Okay, so remember, we're going to let that start to melt. And as it melts, it's going to set. going to get from that dull look to that really shiny, pretty black look. And I just have to make sure I'm turning it so I can see in the light that it is set and it looks good. Oops, I'm a little close, aren't I? Can you feel the heat? Okay, so again, I'm just going to move it over. We're going to just let that. Oh, I love it. Look at it all pop up and be pretty and black. Look how black that is. It's so awesome. I just found that by using regular ink, it wasn't as vibrant as I wanted. So that's why I'm embossing it. So let that cool. Oh, thanks, Diane. Boy, did you get some snow out there in Ladner yesterday? We got a bit of snow for a couple hours, stuck for a bit, and then it washed away with the misty. It's like a misty rain out there. Okay, so here's our punch. We're going to turn it so we can see what we're doing. We're going to take our images. I think this is the best bee. We're going to stick it in here, and you can see, oops, stick in there. It's stuck is an understatement. What's going on? Don't like that corner. That corner is wanting to stick where I don't want it in my punch. So I'm going to take that off. So you can see, look at that. See how it lines up? You see that? Lines up perfectly, right? Oop, there's my bee. And then I can turn it over and get another bee and another set of wings. Oops. Oop, don't take your eye out. How easy is that? Isn't that great? Okay, now I'm just going to grab all our little bits here. So here's our bee bits. Here's the bee. And then here's the wings of our bee. So cute. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on my bee. And then attach, whoops, our wings. So I got a wing here and a wing here. Looks cute. Put it down just a titch, I think. There. There's our bee. Isn't it cute? So cute. Now, our front of our card is over here. Remember, we've stamped our sentiment. And I'm going to have my bee here. But I want to stamp the little zzz, where the bee is going here. I don't know what you call that. The bee trail. I am only going to just use the Memento ink for this. Just keep it a little bit simpler. And I just wanted to see where I wanted this. So that looks about right, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to move my bee. Stamp my little trail. There he is. Okay. There's my bee. Okay, sort of like that, I think. There we go. And then the last thing I wanted to do was just put on some antenna. We've got another little stamp for that. So let's put that here. Yeah, that looks good. Kind of messed up my little line there, didn't I? Yeah, I don't like that. Gonna start again. I have two sides to the paper. I can do it again. Stamp our words, remember? See, this way you get to see it twice. Whenever in doubt, turn it over. I just think this was a little bit too close. So I want it to be a little bit lower. So we're going to do it about there. That's better. It was flying off the paper. That was a bit too high. There we go. That's perfect. And then we can put our antenna. There we go. All right. Now it's good. So remember, we have our little card here. We're going to go ahead and glue that on. You had lots of snow. Oh, wow. I'm gonna make sure I got the right way here. Is that it? Or is that it? Is that hilarious? Yeah, this is the wrong side. Okay. We got a lot, and it did stick, but it didn't accumulate. We didn't have to go out and shovel or anything. Well, we tend to wait and see how bad it is before we go out and shovel. That looks good. Then we'll just put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that. Let me grab those. I'm getting down to my little bits here, you guys. I love the little bits that are left over. I love the little bits. Somebody was saying on a call or one of our lives that somebody had a customer that didn't know and was throwing out the strips, like the edges. She said, I had to rescue them from the garbage and say, no, you can use the whole sheet. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that cute? A cute little, look at that little face. So cute. Okay, so here's our card, right? Now, let's add some of the ribbon, that pretty ribbon, that Sweet Sorbet. It's a nice thin ribbon, and so it's really soft, which is nice. I'm just going to tie this at the top. Okay, here we go. So I can't talk and tie my bow at the same time. It's like walking and chewing gum, right? There we go. Nice little bow. It's so soft and such a pretty color. And we can trim that off. Okay. Now this card is going to be glued to the inside. So what you're going to do is just add some glue to the back. And you're going to center it on your card. So we'll just open it up and give it a nice little rub. And then this piece is going to get folded and this piece is going to get folded. Okay, so then we've got You Make My Heart Buzz. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now, I'm looking for something to show you. The inspiration for my card today was a card that I received from my sister, Ellie. Ellie made a card for a swap that I organized. And here was her swap. She used the polar bear, the Berry Cute. I believe the punch is now sold out. But all the other products you can still get. Look at this beautiful. I love the way she did this. I just noticed this. Rather than tie the whole thing, I just noticed this. She's wrapped that around and then she has made a separate little knot of the ribbon and glued it down. So it looks like it's wrapped. So it's not as bulky. Ooh, Ellie, that was really clever. Anyway, isn't that pretty? And then you open it up and then we've got this. And she's also used that snowflake embossing folder. These are the products that some of them are retiring from the current, what is it, September to December mini catalog. So the DSP and whatnot and the stamps. So your favorite fun fold. Well, you did a beautiful job on this one, Ellie. So thank you, because that inspired mine. I thought, oh gosh, what a great fold. Love the layout, and that bee is so cute. I know, it's so cute. So that's the one I made today. This is the one, my practice one, I call it. Now on my practice one, I was a little more adventurous, and I did emboss his little antennas. You probably can't even tell the difference, right? Isn't he cute? So cute. Be mine. Okay, let me move all of this out of the way. And then I'm going to just move this back to my monitor that's in front of me so that I can see you guys. There we go. And the only other thing I wanted to do was to show you, I'll remind you of a card I made the other day, but you know, everything is all over the place. I got my Christmas party today, so yeah, can't find it. So I'm not sure where it is. It doesn't matter. I'll show you next time. Okay, so be mine. So it's so fun and happy. It is a happy little card, isn't it? And of course, if you don't want to send a card that has sort of a Valentine message, then just switch up the words. I mean, thank you, or I'm grateful for you, or be happy, or anything like that works, right? Any other questions, you guys? It's a really easy fun fold, so I hope you'll give it a try. And I'll see you guys again. This is my regular, I do 2 lives a week. I have a live on Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is you guys joining me now. And I have another one on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I will see you then. Cheered you up today? Oh, I'll see you Wednesday, Diane. I'm glad it cheered you up. Take care, hun. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. I have a party to go to. I'm hosting my team party today, and so we're gonna get together on Zoom and play some games. So that'll be fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. You're very welcome, you guys. Thank you again. Oh, you're welcome, Alexina. Thank you. Bye for now, you guys. Have a